Have you ever noticed how some people can just give things away? A sweater they liked, a gift from years ago. Into the box it goes, and they feel lighter, not guilty. Meanwhile, the rest of us keep a cable for a phone we no longer own. Same drawer, same guilt every time we open it. Those people are not colder than the rest of us. Their minds are doing something specific, and science has a name for it. Today, we look at the psychology of people who own less. So what are they actually doing that we're not? That's the real question. And the answer is stranger than they're just tidy people. In one well-known study, women who described their homes as cluttered showed stress hormone levels that recovered more slowly as the day went on. Their homes were not restoring them. They were quietly asking for work. People who own less have fewer of those silent requests waiting in every room. That is why their homes feel calm in a way that has nothing to do with square meters. This isn't about becoming a minimalist with 3 plates and a single spoon. And it isn't really about decluttering as a chore either. It's about one small shift in how your brain sees your stuff. Get that shift, and the tidying starts to take care of itself. The part most people miss comes near the end. It's the gentlest one on the list. First up, the drawer that quietly follows you around. Here's the reframe that changes everything. Every object you keep is a small open decision. The cable you might need, the jeans that might fit again, the gift you feel bad giving away. Your brain doesn't file those as stuff. It files them as unfinished business. And unfinished business doesn't stay in the drawer. It follows you around, low and background, all day. This is why a messy space can tire you out before you've done a thing. You're not lazy. You're running dozens of open tabs in a browser you never opened. People who own less aren't stronger. They just closed those decisions once, so their brain could stop holding them open. So here's your quick win, and it's tiny. Pick one object today, just one. Decide it fully, keep or let go, and act on it, not the whole drawer. One thing. Your brain doesn't need the drawer emptied. It just needs that one decision finally made. You're not decluttering a room. You're closing one open loop your mind has been carrying. That's the whole move. The second one is more physical than you'd think. This is where the letting go stops being a mood and becomes biology. Neuroscientists at Princeton studied what visual clutter does to the brain. They're finding everything in your field of view competes for your attention, not the things you're using. Everything. Each object gives your brain a tiny pull to process whether you asked for it or not. So a full shelf isn't a neutral background. It's a room full of tiny hands, all lightly tugging your focus. And your brain pays that cost quietly, all day, until it's just tired. You don't notice any single object doing it. You just feel foggy and can't say why. That fog has an address. It's usually your bookshelf. Here's the part worth holding on to. Your attention is not infinite. It's a small daily budget, and every extra object is a withdrawal you never approved. This is why a cleared surface can feel like dropping a heavy backpack you forgot you had on. Letting go isn't about the shelf looking nice. It's about giving your attention fewer things to fight off. So clear one surface, the one you see most. Then watch what your head does with the quiet. Did your brain just go, "Oh, that's why my house feels loud"? Then the subscribe button keeps this kind of thing coming. A thumbs up sends it to someone else's overwhelmed Tuesday. No pressure, just tiny nods that tell the algorithm, gentle beats loud. This next one carries the most weight, because here's the part nobody warns you about. The hardest things to let go of aren't the useful ones. They're the ones tangled up with who you are. The book you meant to become, the kind of person who reads, the hobby kit, from the you that was going to start pottery. Letting go of the object can feel like letting go of a version of yourself. That's not weakness. That's your brain protecting an identity. This is why sentimental clutter is always the last to go. It isn't messy. It's meaningful, and meaning is much harder to box up. It's a bit like keeping every save file from a game you'll never finish, just in case that hero still needs you. But here's the gentle truth. You don't lose that self by releasing the object. You already lived it, or you already outgrew it. The memory stays even when the thing goes. A photo of the pottery kit holds the dream just as well as the dusty box does, and it takes up far less shelf. So try this. Find one guilt object, not the hardest one, a medium one. Say quietly, I got what this was here to give me, then let it go. That one sentence does more work than any organizing system. The fourth one is really a quiet superpower. People who own less have a habit hiding in plain sight. They decide once, not every day. The rest of us redecide constantly. We open the closet, see the maybe pile, feel the small drag, and close it again. Nothing left the drawer, but a little energy did. Every single time. It's like paying a small toll every time you walk past that pile. You barely notice the coin, but you pay it 100 times a week, and nobody hands you a receipt for it. People who let go simply stopped reopening that decision. One choice, made once, then done for good. This is the real reason their minds feel quieter. It's not that they own less stuff. It's that they carry fewer open questions, fewer loops labeled maybe that are quietly running in the background. So batch it. Next time you face the maybe pile, don't sort all of it. Just fully finish 3 items. Keep or let go, decided forever. 3 closed loops beats 3 hours of decluttering. Momentum lives in the closing, not the tidying. And the last one, the smallest of them all. This is the gentle one, and it's the one people actually skip. Because most decluttering advice fails for one reason. It's too big. Transform your home this weekend is a lovely way to do nothing and feel worse. Your nervous system doesn't want a transformation. It wants proof that this is safe and small. So you go absurdly small. 1 drawer, 1 shelf, 1 guilt object, small enough that the resistance never wakes up. And speaking of the pull of home, we once looked at the psychology of people who love being home and keeping it calm. The same quiet thread runs through this. A calm space isn't built in a weekend. It's built one closed decision at a time. That decluttering you keep postponing isn't one big job. It's 100 tiny ones, and you only ever do the next one. One tiny decision won't change your home today, but 100 of them, spread across a month, quietly will. That's not a lesser path. It's the only one that actually lasts. The people who own less didn't leap. They just started smaller than felt impressive, just carrying fewer open decisions, one closed loop at a time. Here's a small invitation before you go. Tell the comments the one object you're finally letting go of this week. The club collects those small wins, and yours might be the nudge someone else needs. And here's the reframe to keep. You don't need a new personality or an empty house. You need 1 drawer, 1 object, 1 decision closed today. That's the whole thing. You're not behind on life. You're just holding a few too many maybes. Micro Wins Club. Small steps towards real change.